Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Going to try to start this a little bit. Dang, what the hell's wrong with me? I'm going to try to start this a little earlier. Let's go. Give me that 30-second countdown.
Like some school. How cool is this, right, Miguel? Why couldn't I go to a school like this? I mean, it's just beautiful. I love the mural. I mean, everything is just, I love this school. Anyway, Mayor Bowser and Chancellor Farabee, thank you for joining us as well. And for families across the country.
Where does he think he's going? You gotta go.
Say it.
You just keep putting your don't tense up, man. Don't tense up, man. Where are you going?
Settle down, bud.
Going on. It's bad out here. People want to push people in the train. It ain't gonna happen to me. So I got my own train, and this is what I do. I wait for the train like this, and until the train don't come, I stay right here. There ain't nobody pushing me. The train comes, put the key, and that's it. And I'm going on the train. Boom.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
I'm vaxxed, I'm waxed, and I'm back in action.
Say, I told you to do Biden. Now we done lost a damn vote. We done lost a vote. That's gonna go to Trump. God damn!
I'm worshiping these people like they're fucking God.
Ain't nobody worshiping them. But God damn it, Chris, we need somebody in there with motherfucking sense. He vote independent. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know what I said do when you go in there. You go.
That's what I did.
No, you did. You voted independent. This shit funny. I told you. I said go Democrat Biden. Now there's a fucking vote that we done lost that can fucking go to Trump.
This is why I don't do politics. I will never do this again.
He said he ain't gonna vote again. Oh, we did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
Como el agua cara que llueve del cielo.
Cabrón.
Te quiero porque quiero que me quieras, porque como tú no hay nadie más por mí para brillar.
Chinga, qué pedo. Tranquilo, güey. Tranquilo, güey, tranquilo.
I'm vaxxed, I'm waxed, and I'm back in action.
Como el agua cara que llueve del cielo.
Cabrón.
Te quiero porque quiero que me quieras, porque como tú no hay nadie más feliz para brillar.
Chinga, qué pedo. Tranquilo, güey. Tranquilo, güey, tranquilo.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, December the 17th, 2021. Very excited today. After the show, I'm going to go see Spider-Man. I don't know if you could tell. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. There's like a bunch of Spider-Man hanging over there. There's one over here. There's one right here. There's another Spider-Man over there. There's another Spider-Man up there. There was another Spider-Man missing. I'm missing a Spider-Man. Anyway, bunch of they got the mask around there somewhere. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. 7 more days to Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. 7 more days. Can you believe that? It's almost Christmas 2021. I was just thinking about last Christmas last year. I was planning out this year. Now this year I'm planning out for next year. Oh, you saw it already? Hobo chili recipe? Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Please. That's why I'm gonna go see it today. I'm avoiding Twitter. I'm avoiding social media. I want to see the movie first because I know people are gonna spoil it. The memes, the screenshots. That's why I'm gonna go see it at 10 a.m. matinee. $7. Thank you. Shout out to you that bought me coffees this week. There you go. I got to a coffee got me a ticket to go see Spider-Man. A coffee and a half, ladies and gentlemen. $7. I was very excited to pay $7 to go see Spider-Man today. Ladies and gentlemen, I shop the deals. I look for deals. I'm a Goodwill kind of person. I'm a $1.25 tree kind of guy. I shop the deals. I don't go to Saks Fifth Avenue. I don't shop at Macy's. I don't even shop at J.C. Penney anymore. It's expensive. Or they don't even exist anymore. I go to the outlets. I go to Van Heusen, get like 90% off. Go for that stuff. Hey, good morning, Josephine Lopez. Good morning, Hobo Chili Recipe. Good morning, Nikki Fruit Loops. Good morning, Malevolent Bystander. Good morning, Tamale Harris. Good morning, Luann Petty. Good morning, D Gulag. Good morning, Andrew Audio. A lot of people early today. That's what's up. This is. I'm gonna tell you something right now, ladies and gentlemen. From now to next weekend, this is like the happiest. This is supposed to be like the happiest week of the year. Like it's the most wonderful time of the year. This week to next week, right? Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Sky Hio. I'm gonna have one of these gummies. I'm gonna have him during the Spider-Man show. So I want to start now. Look at my cat. He thinks it's for him. It's not for you, Papito. Sky Hio, baby. Let's see where that takes me tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to get into the heavy stuff. It looks like a good week. This is supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year. Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm excited about that. Christmas is next week. I got 2 checks today, ladies and gentlemen. Told you I started working last week, the other job. Felt good getting a couple of checks today. Hey, what's up, Smokey? Shout out to Smokey. It feels good, ladies and gentlemen. Feels good. All right. Let's see what we're going to talk about today. I got a few things lined up here, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know I didn't talk about the Christmas mass, the driving, the tornadoes. Just know that there's some news where there's a lot of like multiple casualties and stuff like that. I don't really cover in the morning because what can I say about stuff like that? I'll be serious, but also, I want to crack some jokes. I want to be a little funny. I want to try to be funny, right? So with things like that, I really can't get anything out of that. So I hope you guys can understand that. But when it comes to like Biden, Paskey, and all them idiots in office, and it's a different story. Like we had Nancy Pelosi saying that Joe Biden is perfect. I gotta add that one to my. I gotta add that one to my. The other one that we have right now, New York City, right, might cancel New Year's Eve, ladies and gentlemen, because of the pandemic. Right, the pandemic is coming strong. So New York City, 20-year-old catcher dies in Miami. Alec Baldwin. We're gonna talk about that. Let me get that one right here, ladies and gentlemen. I like to cover New York City from New York. New York gives me a lot of content. If Holco pushes the lockdown panic button, New York City is dead. Ladies and gentlemen, this lady, remember we kept talking about Kathy Hochul. We talk about this lady, Kathy Hochul. She's going to finish destroying New York City. Look at the city MDs. Look at people waiting outside. This is waiting outside city MDs. A few years ago, I started paying attention to the city MDs, right? Maybe like 10 years ago, when I was still working in healthcare. The city MD started popping up in New York everywhere. Those things. Papito. All right. So the city MD started popping up everywhere. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are these coming? Why are these coming out of nowhere? And then there was always a plan for these things. They're like a vaccination center. Everybody goes to city MD. Those emergency clinics that you see them pop up. I know you have them everywhere, right? The 24 hours emergency. They're pretty cool. I like them. I've been to them. I'd rather just pay them than go to a hospital. Even though when you go there, they always give you like aspirin. They always give you like Tylenol. They don't give you like real medicine. They give you like a prescription for like antibodies or like an antibiotic or an aspirin. It's simple stuff. I went there because I had I needed X-rays. A couple of 3 years ago, I was in Houston. My heart was hurting. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get a heart attack or something. And they checked me out. They did X-rays. Oh, you're fine. You're fine, sir. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm about to die. No, no, you're okay. You're okay. Oh, thank you, Hobo Chili Recipe. My cat, man. He always every time I'm on the computer, I'm watching TV. He has to come on my lap. He has to get my attention. Then when I go to sleep, I'm like, hey, come sleep with me in the bed. Look, now he's laying down on me. This guy over here. He's like laying down now. Hold on, puppy. I need my headphones. Now he's biting the headphones. Look, this guy over here. All right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're City MD. All right, City MD. So you see people lining up to go to City MD. So let's say you were going to travel, you're going to fly somewhere. You have to go to one of these things, get tested, and then take a flight. So imagine you spending the day before you travel doing this. So like before you travel New York City, you have to get tested 48 hours or 72 hours, something like that, 48 hours. Look at these lines. You have to wait online. Look at these long lines, ladies and gentlemen. This is ridiculous, man. You would think it's Black Friday over here. Oh, this is in Brooklyn. Yep, Atlantic, the Brooklyn, the PC Richards. And oh, this is for one of these COVID testing sites. You see these everywhere, these black vans, these white vans. And this is a business now. Look, testing, rapid testing. Who's making money off this, right? The city pays for this, right? So all these COVID testing sites are making money, taxpayers' money. Why? Why are these everywhere? Why is this so important? Why is getting tested so important? Think about that. Nothing is free in this world, ladies and gentlemen. How come they don't give out diabetes insulin, right, for free? Why all of a sudden why is this jab so important that we take it? Why ask yourself that? Why are they forcing this? Why for the past, this is like the most important thing. Now you got to take one booster, you got to take two boosters, you got to take three. Speaking of boosters, ladies and gentlemen, I hope nobody has taken the Johnson & Johnson. Have you heard what Johnson & Johnson just came out saying? Where is it? Johnson & Johnson. Where's Johnson? Blood clots. Johnson & Johnson gives you blood clots, allegedly, but it's minor. It's rare. This is what they keep saying is rare, right? Let me show you. Everything I say, it's in a news article. I use public information. All right, YouTube, everything. Hey, the media wrote this. I'm reading it. This is not my opinion. All right, fair use, fair use. Okay. No, get out of here. So the media says this, not me. Okay. I'm not saying that Johnson & Johnson gives you blood
We're
clot.
going to begin with the
The media
latest on the
says it.
coronavirus crisis, with the U.S. bracing for a potential double surge of cases this winter. ICU beds are starting to fill up again as the Omicron and Delta variant spread nationwide.
I'm sorry, Nikki Fruit Loops, man. My hat goes off to you, man. I hope to see you more in my chat, man. Nikki Fruit Loops, man. I'm gonna do a Nikki Fruit roll-ups. A Nikki Fruit Loops roll call every morning. Every morning I'm gonna ask the chat, where's Nikki Fruit Loops? I want to make sure he's. But if you got CBDX, Nikki Fruit Loops, you should be fine. I think the CBDX will kill the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. You should be fine, man. Make sure if you got CBDX, you should be fine, Nikki Fruit Loops. I wouldn't sweat it, honestly. I'm not even making a joke. I wouldn't sweat it, man. I wouldn't sweat it, Nikki Fruit Loops. Just enjoy CBDX, have some gummies, and I think you should be fine. You be. I'm not even joking around. I'm not trying to get your hopes up or anything. I'm not trying to kiss your ass. I'm not trying to get your hopes up. The fact that you're using CBDX, you should be fine. I'm not a doc. Where's my doctor suit? Well, I got my cat on me, but I'm not a doctor or anything. But I think you should be fine. You're part of the community. You should be fine. If you weren't fine, I'll tell you straight up. I think you'll be fine. Real talk. You know why? Because that kills like CBD, THC. Your body needs that, ladies and gentlemen. Your body needs THC. Your body needs CBD. We have an endocannabinoid system. We have CB1 receptors and a CB2 receptors. We need THC in our bodies. We need CBD in our bodies. That's why, I'm feeling high. It's not that you feel high. You feel nice. You feel content. You're not stressed. You're not angry. Hey, good morning, LDG at Geek Central. Me. Where's this? Where's LDG at Geeks? Come on. Give me a second. There we go. All right. Shout out to LDG at Geeks and Go. Say what's up again, LDG. Say what's up. There you go. See, you keep your endocannabinoid receptors full at all times. That's the way to do it. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, look into that. THC and CBD. There's a reason the government, didn't want you to have that back in the days, but yeah, man. All right. Where we at?
Health officials have urged all eligible Americans to get vaccinated and to get their booster as family and friends start gathering for Christmas, New Year's, and other major holidays. Courtney Keeley is joining us now with more on this. Courtney, good morning.
Good morning, Anne Marie. The Omicron variant is spreading quickly, and while unvaccinated people remain most at risk, vaccinated people could still get breakthrough infections as well.
No.
The bells of the National Cathedral in Washington rang.
So right now in New York City, right, I'm gonna pull up the article. In New York City right now, remember we talked about this on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. New York City, 90% vaccinated, and now they're having one of the hugest coronavirus outbreaks right now. That's what the news just said. I'm gonna pull it up. New York City is having a coronavirus outbreak, ladies and gentlemen, and 90% of New York is vaccinated. Something is not adding up here. How's Florida doing? How's Texas doing? New York City, 90% vaccinated, and they're having a coronavirus outbreak. I just cannot believe that. I think those people need their boosters, man. They're not getting enough boosters out there in New York City. You guys in New York, you guys got to get more booster shots because it's incredible how coronavirus is spreading in New York. You guys are not taking your booster shots over there.
Last night, marking this week's grim milestone, 800,000 coronavirus-related deaths in the U.S.
Right? 800,000 coronavirus deaths, right, ladies and gentlemen? 800,000 deaths. I recall before Trump left office, when CNN was doing the little count numbers things, right? They were up to like 380,000. And remember, once Biden took office, they took off the number, right? CNN used to put the count numbers of people that died every day. Oh, 20 more people died of coronavirus. Add them up to the tally. Remember that? Remember CNN had the coronavirus death count every day, reminding you, hey, more people are dying. More people are dying. Then Biden took office. They took that countdown down, right? How, since Biden took office, the same amount of people that died under Trump died under Biden, and Biden has the vaccine? Do you understand? Do you get that? I don't get that. I don't get that, ladies and gentlemen. So with the vaccine, why are more people dying under Biden? We're gonna get the total numbers of how many people died this year, and I'm not just talking about the Rona car accidents, ladies and gentlemen. This year there has been more car accidents, car deaths ever in history. I think car accident deaths. And like, it's not even safe for you to drive your car now. Orlando. Damn, I just saw that car accidents in America. Oh man, I should have had that one pulled up earlier. But car accidents in 20. Should I put 2021? Car accidents. There had been more accidents this year than ever. More violations. One could be less cops on the streets, less cops pulling people over, which I don't mind. But more people like running red lights. The defunding the police. There's less cops. Hey, good morning, Blues Dolls. Shout out to Blues Dolls. Long time no see. So there's been a lot of car accidents, a lot of people dying with the jab. Something's not adding up. It's like, there's been more shootings and they're allowing this, right? Nobody's trying to stop this. Everybody get jabbed, get in your cars. It's more dangerous for you to be on the road than catching coronavirus. I had coronavirus in the summer. It sucked. Don't get me wrong, it sucked. It's a horrible disease. I'm not joking around with it. I would. It's horrible. You get fever. You start sweating. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, I started doing this show. I think when I had coronavirus during this show. Yeah, yeah. You see me when I was doing some of the shows where I had coronavirus. I was like this. Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I was gonna die, man. And it sucks. It sucks. But my first thoughts weren't, I need to get jabbed. I need to get jabbed now so I don't catch it again. I caught it once. That's it. It's over. And then, you start using CBDX, Sky Hio, and you should be fine. I wish I had Sky Hio when I had coronavirus. All right, did we finish with this idiot?
Hospital staff, already stretched thin from the Delta variant, are bracing for more cases due to Omicron.
At this point, there is no
this
need
idiot.
for a
Oh, my cat got scared. Look.
booster. And so the message remains clear.
Stop.
If you are unvaccinated, get vaccinated.
At least 36 states and 76 countries have confirmed cases of the Omicron variant. The vast majority of COVID cases, about 98%, are still the Delta strain. But in states like New Jersey and New York, rising Omicron cases are about 13% of all cases.
We expect to see the proportion of Omicron cases here in the United States continue to grow in the coming weeks.
In South Central Wisconsin, there are more patients hospitalized with COVID-19 than in any other time in 2021. At this hospital, all the ICU beds are full, as well as rooms for less severe cases.
This is the only empty room we have today, yep.
As Omicron cases spread, some colleges and universities are going remote. Among them, Cornell, which had an outbreak of about 1,100 cases, despite most of its students being fully vaccinated.
There you go.
Princeton students will take their exams online and are being...
Did you hear that, lady? I'm going to go back a little bit. I didn't say this. They said it. I didn't say it.
100 cases, despite most of its students being fully vaccinated. Princeton students... As Omicron cases spread, some colleges and universities are going remote. Among them, Cornell, which had an outbreak of about 1,100 cases.
1,100 cases in Cornell, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine you paying $80,000 a year for these schools, and then you got to go do it online. What's the point of going to these colleges anymore if you could just do it online? For that, go to University of Phoenix and get it over with. Yep, news is becoming fear porn. They're going to tell you, the Johnson & Johnson gives you blood clots, but it's rare. It's rare. You should still get your booster shot. What the hell?
Despite most of its students being fully vaccinated, Princeton students will take their exams online and are being urged to head home for the holidays as soon as possible. And it's this worst case scenario, this triple threat surge that experts say they might be seeing as early as January, with Omicron cases and the onslaught of Delta variant combined with peak flu season.
What the hell?
Has everyone worried.
What the hell did this lady just say? We're going to have Omicron, coronavirus, Delta. What is this? Like the Power Rangers over here? All these bad guys uniting? The flu, coronavirus, Delta, Omicron. Sounds like a bunch of Power Rangers over here now. They're all going to unite against us now. The only way to stop them is to get jabbed. Nah, that's okay. I don't need that. Let me have I'm getting ready for Spiderman.
Yeah, and then meantime, there's some questions about the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine.
Here we go.
CDC advisors are going to be meeting today, and they're going to be talking about possible limits on the vaccine. What can you tell us about this?
Well, the single-dose vaccine can still cause rare and severe blood clots, mostly among young and middle-aged women between the ages of 30 and 49 years old. We saw that 10-day
ladies in the chat, do not get the Johnson & Johnson. You heard what? 30 to 49.
between the ages of 30 and 49 years old. We saw that 10-day halt of administering the vaccine last spring, and now a review found 6 deaths among 50 cases.
See, Nikki Johnson. See, Nikki Fruit Loops, I told you you'd be okay. Unless you identify as a female, I don't know. But a females from the age of 30 to 49, you're at high risk of getting blood clots with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. I didn't say it. The news said it, all right? All right, YouTube. I'm not spreading false information. CBS News said it, not me. Fair use. As a matter of fact, I forgot to put my banner. Fair use, fair use.
From this issue between last December and August 31st. During the same period, at least 14 million people were administered that single dose. And the advisory committee today on immunization practices will be presented with the new data, and then we'll see what.
It should be Nikki Johnson, right? Because Nikki, you do have Johnson & Johnson in you. So your name should be Nikki Johnson & Johnson. You have Johnson & Johnson in you. So see, Nikki Johnson & Johnson, you're okay, man. See, you're good. I told you, you're going to be okay, man. I told you, don't worry about it.
What they'll have to say.
So we're hearing, across the country about all sorts of sort of COVID restrictions being put back in place, limitations when it comes to indoor behavior, and schools, being very concerned. So with that in mind, anything more on whether or not children may need to receive, I don't know, a booster maybe?
Well, Dr. Fauci also spoke about this yesterday. Now, when he said he would have been really, really worried if there hadn't been the vaccines available already and there was nothing specific to these two variants, he said that children have a much more robust immune response than adults, which is good news. And he said he did not rule out whether boosters may eventually be needed for children, but at this point, they are not advising boosters for children.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're done with these idiots. So that's the COVID update right there, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta do a little COVID update. Ladies and gentlemen, there's something going on in our schools right now. There's a huge trend going in our schools. It's these TikTok school shooting threat challenge. It's rattling our country, ladies and gentlemen. TikTok school shooting threat challenge rattles country. America hasn't gone through enough yet. Now we have TikTok. TikTok is cancer. I tried that. TikTok is cancer. School shooting threats made on TikTok and other social media prompted school officials and authorities across the United States on Thursday to step up security measures. Law enforcement agencies believe the threat that warned of possible incidents this Friday are not credible, but schools in D.C., New York, New Jersey, California, Michigan, Maryland, Virginia, Minnesota, elsewhere have taken the precautions to get every child vaccinated to protect them from any school shooting. And also closing for the day or increasing police or security presence. So the moral here, ladies and gentlemen, make sure your kids get vaccinated so nothing happens during a school shooting. Why it matters, the threat is rattling students on what for many is the last day of the school year. With exams and Christmas fun on the docket, Instead, schools are cutting back and locking down, with last month's attack in Michigan renewing fears of shooting. So there was a shooting that happened in Michigan. There was also a school shooting in Texas. How come they don't bring that one up? Remember the school shooting in Texas, the 16-year-old that shot the bully, and then he was released? Remember that one? While there are no known specifics against New Jersey schools, the safety of our children is our highest priority, and we will work closely with law enforcement to monitor the situation and remain prepared. So, ladies and gentlemen, anybody have children in school? How do you feel about this? I don't have a horse in this race, as they say. I don't have any kids in schools. But how would you feel as a parent that raising a kid in this era must be hard, right? Right, with social media, trying to keep your kids off social media. You're probably working two jobs. You don't really get to spend time with your kids. And then you know who raises your kids? A public school system, social media, their friends, they're in, right? Other social media influencers, they're getting influenced by this, and then they start rebelling against you. I was watching Dexter's the new Dexter show, Dexter's New Blood, and his son Harrison's in the show, right? Yep. Parents are losing power. And I was watching Dexter yesterday. I've been watching Dexter. I've been catching up to it. And his son is like very rebellious, like getting his attitude with his father. And I'm like, damn, man, our teenager, man, I must have been like that too. But like, it must be hard to be a parent, right? Like your kids, once they start rebelling against you, they stop listening to you. They put on their headphones and turn on their music while you try to talk to them. I know I did that, but imagine as a parent, your kids doing that must be annoying, man. Like Dexter cooks his son like a big steak, some potatoes and carrots. So he wants to have dinner with his son, and his son is mad at him. He picks up his plate. I'm gonna go eat in my room. I'm like, you dumb mother, you dumb kid. Your father just made you a steak that costs like $80 in New York City or 100. Be happy. Sit with your dad. You haven't seen him in like 18 years. I don't know, man. Mine are young, so not take. You got to keep them away from the social media, Luan. I don't know how that's possible, but keeping the kids away from the social media, man. TikTok, especially the TikTok challenge. Where is it? Where there's another article on that. So another low number of local school districts will be stepping up security on Thursday. So the dark side of social media is taking its toll on schools, as the latest trending thread is supposedly aimed at schools across the country on Friday. I don't think we should censor more social media or put flags on it. I'm against censorship, but perhaps ban social media for anybody under 18. Right? If you want to have TikTok, you got to be over 18. Why do kids need to have social media? I don't know. I'm not a politician to be making laws or anything, but I just think it's best to keep the kids away from social media as long as possible. I know it's impossible. They have the whole world in their fingertips on the phone. You know, us as an adult, we have I have a phone. I'm like, it used to be fun. I used to play game. I don't really, but kids, man, yeah, it is like a drug, man. Like social media. Imagine as an adult, like the when I used social media the most was when I was working in an office. That's when I would use social media the most. When you're in your cubicle, that's when you use social media the most. I told you guys I'm at work. I don't want to dox myself, but I work with a lot of 18-year-olds, 19 and 20-year-olds, right? I met this young kid yesterday, 18 years old at work. I'll ask him, hey, how old are you? He's like 18. I'm like, I'm 36. I told him, I'm like, I'm old enough to be your dad. I'm like, you could have had that son that I never had. Well, I could have had a kid at 18, but Roe versus Wade, ladies and gentlemen. Roe versus Wade. Roe v. Wade. See, you look back now, man. Damn you, Roe v. Wade. Damn, that sucks saying. But, I told that kid, I was like, focus on yourself. Don't be chasing skirt. Make your money. You're 18 years old. You're making good money right now. Just focus on yourself. And then everything else will come. I like meeting young kids, man, like 18-year-old dudes, 19-year-olds. I like telling them like good advice. Like, don't make the mistake. Don't go to college either. Like, don't waste your time in college. It's a waste of time. Go learn a trade. Make your money while you're 18, 19, 20. I was like, I wish I could be 18 years old again. I wish I could go. Actually, not now. I don't want to be 18 years old today. Oh, my cat left. Whew, I could be comfortable now. Hold on. Oh, I was very uncomfortable with my cat on my lap, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, good morning, Roots Cajon. I love my cat, but he was very uncomfortable on my lap. All right, here we go. So, I was telling, like, being 18 years old today sucks. But, like, I wish I was 18 years old again at my time, and I would have done a lot of things differently. But if you would have done things differently, you wouldn't be at where you're at today. You'd probably be in a different place. I don't know. I was watching South Park yesterday, the new South Park. I don't know if you guys saw the new South Park that came out. I signed up for Paramount Plus just so I could watch the new South Park. It wasn't as funny as the first one, but it was still good. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but the kids from South Park, they're like 40 years in the 38 years in the future, and the pandemic is still going on, right? So the pandemic is still going on. The pandemic is still going on 40 years. And then the kids, and then they realize that the pandemic is going to continue another 40 years because a new variant just came out. So what the kids are going to do, well, they're adults now, they're going to go back in time to like 2019, 2020 to prevent the coronavirus from happening. So I don't want to spoil the show. In South Park, they go back in time. And you know what they did? They prevented coronavirus. No, coronavirus. I don't want to ruin it. Oh, I was going to ruin it. I almost ruined South Park for you. But they solved the coronavirus problem. And it's something that I've been saying that could fix a lot of things. And I don't want to spoil the South Park show. But you know what saved you know what saved people from coronavirus? And that's why I told Nikki Phillips the same thing I just earlier. This saved the people from coronavirus. This saved people from coronavirus. So South Park, is a stupid cartoon. If you watch their episodes from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, those episodes are happening right now. They did a transgender episode 10 years ago. So I don't know. Just check that out. But that was like the moral of that story of that show. A certain plant saved the world. It made people happier. It made people nicer with each other. They stopped killing each other. They stopped hurting each other. In one of the first post-COVID South Parks, right? You see a guy walk up to another guy, shoot him in the head, and steal his stuff. That's the same thing that's going on now. What a segue. What a segue. Ladies and gentlemen, they're doing that to people in New York City. If you're walking around with your stuff for Christmas shopping, guess what? Somebody's probably going to shoot you in the head and steal that PlayStation 5 away from you. Oh, legal. What are you talking? Legal. Oh, this is what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, hold on. Where is it? Crying, 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 crying. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? So this happened in New York City, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I love New York City. I love to cover it. I don't love being there. I love to cover it. So this is gonna get us a little upset, but we gotta see it. Elderly man gets attacked by guess who, ladies and gentlemen? Two George Floyds. Look, the lady, damn, the lady's a boss, man. That lady's stopping those kids. Why did the old man get off the bus? That guy is stupid for getting off the bus, man. The old man is stupid for getting off the bus.
Oh, poor man. Leave him. So you see the stuff that goes on, right? Yeah, shout out to Andrew Audio. Yep. So I don't know why that guy got off the bus. He should have just stayed on the bus. The lady was protecting him. He gets off the bus and gets attacked by all those kids. He got hit in the head with a hammer. I'm gonna play that one more time. This is the youth today, ladies and gentlemen. The future is not bright, ladies and gentlemen. These are the kids that are gonna grow up to try to save us or be cops and engineers. It's not gonna happen. This is the country that beats up old people, these young kids, these young Floridians, whatever you want, these young George Floyds are just, beating up people, killing people. So look, I don't know why this old man gets off the bus here. He should have just stayed on the bus. This lady had everything under control. Oh, poor man. So you look at that George Floyd's, man. Look at all these young George Floyd's, man. Yeah, the future is very bright, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the ones that are gonna grow up to be doctors and nurses to try to take care of you. There's another one I want to show you guys. You can't be safe in New York. You public transportation, trains. There's so much evidence of this, but the media does not talk about this. I don't understand why they don't talk about this. They want to blame crime on COVID and this and that. This channel has been good. DC Shorts I've been liking lately. Okay, this one. I want to play this one. So the George Floyds.
So stores are getting looted. You're gonna hear Beetlejuice blame the stores for getting robbed.
Record me. Hey, I'm Bryce Beckle. Help me save my money.
People just walking out. Look at that.
Crazy.
Look in Atlanta. The people breaking into people's cars.
Man. You know, broke into every car up here.
But nobody wants to call out the George Floyd community for this.
That's what I'm saying. It had to been like
'Cause it's
maybe
racist.
2 cars of people.
Security video showing 2 men walking inside Gold Coast Exotic Motors off the Mag Mile around noon Saturday. One man can be seen standing guard at the door while the other one uses a hammer to smash open the cases. Employees unable to nab the crux as their concerns
And I have little kids. I didn't want to get shot here.
quickly replaced with frustration.
If they get arrested, they get let go.
Mayor Lightfoot saying some retailers are not doing their
Right
part
here.
to protect their own stores.
I'm disappointed that they're not doing more to take safety and make it a priority. For example, we still have retailers that won't institute plans like having security officers in their stores.
Look at Beetlejuice blaming the stores. I'm gonna play that part one more time. Listen to Beetlejuice.
I'm disappointed that they're not doing more to take safety and make it a priority. For example, we still have retailers that won't institute plans like having security officers in their stores, making sure that they've got cameras that are actually operational.
Everyone is stunned by those comments, blaming the victim, blaming the proprietors, blaming the individuals who have put their blood, sweat, and tears to pursue the American dream by opening businesses as the problem and not chastising the criminals is outrageous. That's victim shaming. And clearly, many on the left, many progressive politicians, many in my own party feel that cherry picking facts to say that crime isn't down or that things are going in the right direction fit their narrative. But what we know on the street is that we are a society in turmoil.
Yes, we are, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are. There's a channel I found on Instagram. It was Instagram called NYC Scoop. They were posting. I used to post videos of New York, but then New York NYC Scoop. I'm liking this channel. NYC Scoop on. They have a lot of videos like from New York City. Some of them that I miss, and they got some good ones here. Kind of like this page, so shout out to them. So ladies and gentlemen, right? So people don't say, "Hey, legal." You always talking about the George Floyd community. You always you never talk about the Pancho Rivera community. You never talk about your community, the Pancho community, or the Cesar Chavez community, or the Fidel Castro community. All right, let's talk about the Latino community, ladies and gentlemen. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you guys heard about this story. Look at this scholar over here. Look at this bright young man from south of the border, right? This guy is not coming up here to sell oranges onto the freeway. He's not coming up here to mow your lawn. He's not coming out here to pick your berries for sherry berries. He's not here to clean some chickens. This guy is here to smuggle immigrants at 8 years old. ladies and gentlemen. $18 old. This guy's a coyote, right? Look at this bright scholar. Look at what they're sending over. Look what Mexico is sending over here. They're sending their best. So this idiot. Oh, where's the article? All right, let's see. Texas man charged with killing mother, daughter during an alleged human smuggling attempt near border ID'd. So police have it. What the hell are you saying, huh? All right, oh, you guys seeing this idiot. So police have identified the suspect who crashed into a vehicle Saturday while fleeing authorities during an alleged human smuggling attempt. His name is, get ready for this, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Esteban Cantu Jr., 18 years old, an American citizen, or must be an anchor baby, is charged with murder and aggravated assault and the deaths of Mission resident Carmen Huerta Sosa, 59 years old, and her daughter, 22 years old, Verdian Charon Lloyd. Wow, she married a Lloyd. She was smart to marry a Lloyd. He was charged Saturday with felonies, evading, and human smuggling. So, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, 18 years old, anchor baby most likely, smuggling. He smuggled 5, and then he killed a mother and a daughter in Texas. Cantu ran a stop sign Saturday while fleeing from Border Patrol agents and Texas Department of Public Safety troopers and T-boned Sosa's car, police said. Oh, they got the video right here. Okay. So the lady was probably driving here, and he just T-boned them. Oh, you can't see it. Damn, he's old enough to be my son. This guy's old enough to be my son. But this guy was, look, Cantu was arrested, formally charged and arraigned before Mission Court. The problem with him, right? He was arrested before. And he kills 2 American citizens. So this idiot smuggles in 5 immigrants, 5 migrants. He smuggles in 5 and kills 2 Americans. You see where the math is here, ladies and gentlemen? More Americans are dying and more people are pouring in. So 800,000 Americans have died in the past 2 years of COVID. I'm not sure what was the numbers of how many people have died in car accidents this year. Car accident. Okay, let me see. Oh, man. I know I saw this somewhere. This year has been the most car fatalities in America. Car fatalities. Let's see, maybe we could check this out. Okay, so let's go do this map then. Let's do some numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's crunch some numbers. If not, I'm gonna have to pull this up another day. But I know I saw this somewhere. It's been like the most car deaths ever this year in history or something like that. Like more people are like you have a bigger chance of dying driving your car than of the coronavirus. All right, give me a state, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a state. Give me a state. The state with the most accidents is California, Texas, and Florida. Texas has the most. In California. I wonder why. I wonder how many people here are driving without licenses. Before the effects of everything is COVID now. COVID. Everything you blame everything on COVID now. Before the effects of COVID came into play, one of the leading causes of death was fatal car accidents. So far in 2020, there has been an astonishing amount of deaths due to fatal car accidents. In some states, these numbers are closest to the number of the deaths already reported in the state alone. All right. All right, so we got Texas with the most fatal car accidents, 3,305. California's right there with 3,259. Florida, 2,915. Where's New York City? New York City's not even here. Wow, that's okay. So far, look, 2021. All right, where we at? 2021, ladies and gentlemen. Texas, 3,642 deaths so far this year in car accidents. Wow. Let me make this so we can all see this. So Texas, California, and Florida. What could be leading to all these car accidents, huh? How many of these car accidents are licensed operators? Drunk driving. Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Tennessee, South Carolina, Illinois, Arizona, New York, right here, New York. 943, ladies and gentlemen. Alabama, Missouri, Virginia, Indiana, Louisiana. Who's the safest? Let's see. Montana, 182. Rhode Island, ladies and gentlemen. Rhode Island, Vermont, and Alaska, the safest places to drive. And North Dakota. I think Vermont's a nice place to live in, right? What do you guys think? Vermont is good? Sorry to hear that, Super Spurk. So let's say, I think if you add these all up, what is the total? I'm looking for the total. I don't know. I'll do it in 50 states, 3,000 here. Let's do a quick count. Let's go with 4, 3.5, 7, 7, 10, 10, 12, 12, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 34, 5. I'm doing a quick estimate. Let's say 50,000 people have died on the road this year, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to throw a number out there. Just 50,000. So it's kind of dangerous out there. I don't even want to talk about why are we talking. This is bad. You're supposed to be listening to me during your morning commute. Why would we talk about car accidents? This is not the right time. Actually, it is, because you should be driving carefully, ladies and gentlemen. Just be safe out there when you're driving now. Try to be more vigilant now. Try not to play with your phone. I'm in that habit of that I play on my phone when I'm driving. I really don't. I stopped doing that. But sometimes you get distracted, especially social media. Just avoid it. I'm practicing this too, and I hope everybody else does it. For your own good, not because I'm telling you, but catch yourself. I catch myself with these bad habits. Try not to touch your phone while you're driving. Please be alert. I'm being, I'm being like, I'm being cautious right now, ladies and gentlemen. Please, please pay attention to the road. And I don't want to sound like a PSA. It's just because it's real out there. There's a lot of bad accidents, and I avoided a few accidents already. I just been on point. I've been alert. I'm always looking. Even when I'm trying to signal, I don't know if you guys, when you're driving, right? Sometimes you're like thinking about something else, and you have to make the left turn, and you turn without looking or thinking, right? But I have this thing, right, that before I turn, I have to look. So I train myself to look. Sometimes I'm tempted to switch. And when you're thinking of switching, I don't know. I don't know if anybody else is religious, but I feel like God just keeps the hand on the wheel. That's just me. But like I was going to turn left, but the wheel doesn't turn. And there's a blind spot and there's a car next to me that you don't see. And then I see the car passing. I'm like, oh, if I would have turned, I would have been into an accident. So just think about it that way. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, but just be safe out there. Take an extra look, take an extra peek. Look, use your mirrors. What I've been preaching late, surviving, ladies and gentlemen. We got to survive this. If Nikki Johnson, if Nikki Johnson can't survive the Johnson & Johnson, if Magic Johnson can survive AIDS, then I think we can all survive all this, ladies and gentlemen. I think that Johnson is a very powerful name. Look at Magic Johnson. AIDS couldn't kill Magic Johnson. Nikki Johnson is going to beat the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So Johnson, man, it's all in the name, Johnson. It's a strong name, Johnson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to do something fun. Let's do something funny. What can we do that's funny, ladies and gentlemen? You guys want Cartnark or you want Pigeon? I could do a little Pigeon. It's Friday. I want to end this show laughing. What you got? Cartnarks, Pigeon? Let me know in the chat. Anything funny? Or introduce me so I can find something funny. I have something funny here. It's the holiday season, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to be old. That old man video, kind of. Let's check out this page. Oh, let's check out this page, ladies and gentlemen. You got Cartnark? All right, we got Cartnark. People can add Cartnark. I was watching some Cartnarks yesterday. It was kind of funny, man. I found. Did we watch it together with the black guy that he moved the cart? So Cartnark is a real guy. Look, I want to see his face. This is him. Look, Agent Sebastian. Let's see his interview. Let's meet Agent Sebastian. We need to laugh, folks. Let's watch a little bit of this. I want to meet Agent Sebastian. I always want to see him before we watch a video. Let's see his face.
Another episode of Unlicensed Therapy. We normally start on the wide shot, but today we are doing an intro to the podcast because I have way too much free time on my hands during this pandemic. But this is a special episode. It deserves an intro.
Why do podcasters have curtains? Right? Revenge of the Sis has curtains. Why does this guy have? What's the thing about curtains? Why dude? Should I get curtains? Male strippers. Oh, speaking of male strippers, those Scat Brothers, right? They gave me a copyright claim for the other song, "Walking the Line." Those idiots. So the Life at the Outpost is not copyright claimed, right? But all their other music is. Those idiots. They gave me a copyright claim, the Scat Brothers. Just Entertainment. So how come Life at the Outpost is not copyrighted. I don't get it. Like anybody in the chat help me out with that? Curtains are cool. So I'm gonna have to get curtains, ladies and gentlemen. Because I see a lot of podcasts have curtains. I don't know. So this guy has a curtain. Look, he has a curtain. I see a lot of podcasts.
A legitimate fan of this guest. I did not know who he cast do that.
I don't want to hear you talk.
But I'm a nice guy. I'm a cart narc. I'm just doing my job. Take his cart back for him, I guess. Pretty athletic move.
I want to see his face. Reveal his face. There we go.
Random other people, which is it's always so defeating to the person who I'm busting when people are coming up like, "Yay!" and they're like, because like now all their arguments.
That's Cart Narc. Look at him. He looks funny, right? Like he has a bulletproof vest. So where does he keep his camera? Like on his chest? Why would anyone want to beat up this guy? This guy, oh man, he's so cool. He looks like why would you? I feel like I wouldn't let nobody beat this guy up. Like right, like look at him. Let me get myself out of here. Right. Let me get a clearer picture.
Arguments, right? Because they have the mic. Not only me, it's like the crowd is like, "Come on, idiot! You know what are you doing?" That happens. It was in Salt Lake a couple of weeks ago.
Wait, what's his name? What's his last name? Can anybody get me his last name? Can we EST? Look at the nose. Kind of hooking. Look at the nose. Look at the nose. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. He is pretty funny. He is Seinfeld funny. He is Seinfeld funny.
Where this lady, we've been talking back and forth like 4 or 5 minutes, and like after the third or fourth person, like, "Hey, card narcs," she's like, "All right, fine, whatever." Okay, fine. And they realize it because with card narcs, what they're doing the whole time is, and you watch all the videos that they're going through excuse number 1, excuse number 2, excuse number 3. Because I've heard them all 1,000 times, so I'm shooting them down left and right, you know. And so like eventually they're just like, "Oh." Or they threaten to beat me up. One of the two, you know. It's either, but it's never logic that prevails.
No, they never have a good reason.
Unless you know it's lightning, thunder, and lightning, and you've got a kid crying, and you're running off to perform heart surgery. You have the extra 30 seconds because you just went shopping for a half hour.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, so
what gave you the initial inspiration to do it for the first time?
That is, I really, if we ever do a fictional version, I'll come up with like an origin story. Like I always say, like I was bitten by a radioactive cart, or my parents were killed by somebody who whatever threw off a cart. But no, it was just me and a guy at the office one day. We're just talking about pet peeves, and that was one that had come up. Like, how hard is it to put your damn cart back? And then we were talking about other stuff that falls in that realm of laziness. Littering, not picking up after your dog's poop, double parking, like everything, not washing your hands, big thing nowadays. Everything that we just kind of put it under the title of my time is more important than everyone else's.
Right.
And it's been tough these past 3-4 months because we have spin-off ideas for all those other problems. But with pandemic, et cetera, it's been tough. But the carts are the one thing where you always know where that's going to be. It's going to be in the parking lot. So it's like, it's not as hard as just kind of follow people around with their dogs. Like, okay, what are you doing? That would take all day.
Right.
With the cart, with cars,
it's almost perfect. It's all laid out there in the parking lot.
It's one spot, and then
you're not really going to get messed with too much.
Well, that's we'll see. That's what every time a new video comes out, can't wait till you get punched. Can't wait till you get shot.
You might get.
All right, let's go. I wanted to see his face. Now that we know his face, you guys could check out the interview. But what's his last name? His Agent Sebastian. I want to know his last name. Agent Sebastian. Screamer. Oh, I like the Screamer. We saw the Screamer yesterday. The B word. All right, we haven't seen this one.
Hey, you know what's better than a $5,000 PC?
A $5,000 PC that costs $0. It's time to give you free stuff thanks to our
I'm gonna
friends
get the
That's
Cardinal
right, you can-
haircut.
All right, Arketeers, let's peek around the corner of this car.
Missouri.
See what we find. Uh-oh. It is bad news bears.
Oh, the black
Lordy,
lady.
Lordy, Lordy.
What's wrong with this?
That's unfortunate here. And she, like we always see, even if she's using the handicap access area, she doesn't think about the next person. Yep, right there. Unfortunate. It's even blocked off, all lined up. That's not where the cars go, man. Oh, the front of the store is right there. And while I even walked away from the car corral in the time that I observed this, that's not where the cars go. Go over there. Go over there. What do you accept? Yeah, it's going.
Yeah, he's gonna go get her now.
Oh, where you go? Oh, she didn't want to say hi. She just wanted to do some ventilation. Well, she's getting a foot magnet. That's really too bad. Even if, how's it going? Yeah.
Yeah, keep it on my car.
It's a magnet for the cart narcs. It says I don't return my shopping cart like a jerk, because what you did is you left your cart out here, blocking the handicap area. Now, I'm going to point you, we got cart corral right over there you can use. That's,
You work for them?
no, I'm working for the cart narcs. We're a highly trained organization of non-governmental secret agents. What are you doing, man? That's not nice.
Don't do that. Now, don't make me call the police on you, so don't do that.
What are you going to tell the police?
You are bothering me.
Is that something the police need to be talking about?
Keep on talking, sir.
You know what you're doing? You're bothering people by leaving your cart out.
Man, if they were close enough, I am handicapped.
All right, you walked out from the store, right?
I sure did.
Why can't you
I
walk
sure
out?
did.
Why can't you?
Man, I'm not your bitch.
Oh.
That's how we talking.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have cussed. I
Is that
apologize.
how you talking?
It's inappropriate and
You need me to
unprofessional.
call the damn police on your ass.
Are you gonna call them
Now
because I said?
now you hear me cussing.
Are you gonna?
You disrespected me. First of all,
You disrespected everybody. First
get
of
your
all,
monkey ass away from me.
monkey butt. First of all, I would like to formally apologize for using the B word. By the way,
Be your ass up out of here.
how about you be getting your butt?
I wonder she was once one of those anti-BLM, and now she wants to call the police.
With the cart over to the front of the store. That way, it will be better positioned for everybody else. You don't have to worry about inconveniencing people who also use a handicap access area, and you just feel good about yourself as a person, right? You feel like you pick up after yourself.
Look at her what is that? Chicken wing arms? Oh, there, look at those chicken wing arms, man. She got pigeon arms.
You know, you feel good. It's like, I did the right thing. Or you can waste the police's time. I still don't know what you're going to tell them, though. That's the problem I have. Especially
Wait. He was in Chicago? I want to see him in New York, and I want to see this Chicago one. Did he do one in New York? Because in New York, I don't think New York. What you mean? What you mean? I got to return the car. What you mean? Get out of here. What you mean?
It's harassing me.
That's a lie, by the way. My name's Agent.
Maplewood.
My name's Agent Sebastian. Very sexy, also. I didn't know. I did not say that. I said no, I did not. That's a lie.
Oh, now she's acting like he called her the N-word, man. He called himself the bitch. He did not call you a bitch, lady. Get out of here.
That is an absolute lie. I said I was not your B
No, I'm
word.
outside on the lot.
Yeah.
In the next second,
I did
you're
not call him
gonna
that.
be hitting this floor if you don't get the fuck out of my face.
That's not nice either, man. But by the way, I did not call you that word.
You know I got something for you. Keep on mouthing me.
What do you have something for me?
Why don't you take your ass out?
Because you can take your butt back with the
No,
cart.
I am not. This man is harassing
That's a
me.
lie, by the way. I did not call you the B word, ma'am.
I
said I was not your B word.
vehicle. I'm in a handicap. I am
handicap.
You're in a handicap.
I'm not.
not.
I advise y'all, please come get
She's the victim. Look, she's a victim now. She's handicapped, but she says she's gonna F him up. Like, how can you F him up if you're handicapped? What are you?
him because he needs to go about his business.
My business is the carts. That's what
I am in a gray GMC.
Right.
And
And I'm in a tactical vest, got a cool hat on. And by the way, I've not done anything illegal. What you're doing is wasting police time.
He said he's the cart narc.
That's right.
He's a cart narc.
Explain real quick. What we do is we tell on people.
You know what's the best part when you're trolling somebody? When they say your name. When they say your name, right? You get a kick out of it. She said cart narc. That's the whole thing about trolling. You got to get them upset, but you also got to get them to say your name. Right? When you're trolling somebody and they say your name, it's so satisfying. I bet you he was feeling good when she said cart narc. That felt satisfying for me right there.
Well, they don't take the carts back, basically.
Yes.
We wasting police time.
He said he's the cart narc.
That's right.
Cart narc.
I'll explain real quick. What we do is we
NARCS.
tell on people that don't take the carts back, basically.
And he's still talking to me. He need to go on by his business.
Well, you need to be going by taking back your cart. Are you going to stop wasting the police this time?
The thing, black people don't like to be told what to do, especially from a white person. So now that I saw how he looks like, you know, he's probably wearing the hat and the shades. She's not gonna take that from you, white. She's not gonna take that from him.
Thank you. My name is Debbie.
I'm Agent Sebastian. And together we can make the world a better place.
He need to go on by his business.
My business, this is my business, by the way. Do you see my cool?
Thank you.
All right, they come and I can talk to them. Because then they're going to say, hey, Miss Debbie's wasting our time. Was it Debbie? All right, I'm sorry if I missed it. Wasting our time. I'll pick this up for you. By the way, you could have driven off by now if you wanted to, just FYI. I have no legal authority over you. I only have moral authority over you.
3 more minutes, so I'm pretty sure you didn't go nowhere.
Take the car back, please. I'm not going to let you waste police time, by the way.
Look, I'm going to tell you something.
What's that,
There's
ma'am?
many people left parts right here. I'm the only black one that's left. I advise you, this is a problem.
Find one of the carts.
This is a problem.
Why is that?
You need to get out of my face.
I'm backing away.
Police coming, baby.
I'll talk to them. Ma'am, ma'am, point out one other cart you see that's loose besides yours.
This man is harassing me.
That's not true. I'm asking her to take her cart back.
I'm sitting up here at Menards, minding my own damn business.
You did not.
This man is full of
By
shit.
definition, you did not. By definition, you did not mind your own business. By definition, you blocked.
The police coming because you need to take your ass on.
Ma'am, that's not against the law to ask you to be polite.
It's not against law. You calling me a bitch.
I did not say that. No, I did not. I said I am not.
Then you just called me a bitch.
No,
that's all right.
Wait, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I had to pause that. That made me cringe. Ooh, you call me a bitch. Ooh, she got in his face saying that this is like a DNV. If you ever want to go, you ever want to experience the DNV in New York City? That lady works at the DNV in New York City. Any window in DNV, you're gonna get that lady at DNV. So when you go to DNV in New York City, right? You say one wrong thing, you're gonna hear her. That's why it made me cringe. I'm sorry, it just gave me PTSD of the time that I was in DNV and I misspelled my name. And the lady said, "Ciao, how you gonna misspell that?" You know, I didn't misspell. I don't know what the hell I misspelled. But you know, she had me nervous. I don't know, I spelled my name wrong or something. And you know, she was screaming at me, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, okay." And then I'm like, "Can I borrow a pen?" I'm like, because you know they have the pens with the little ball and chain, but at DNV people steal them. And she, how you gonna come up here with no? I'm like, I'm sorry already. Can I just get my license? The hell. So I'm sorry. It just gave me that PTSD of those days.
I did not. I said I am not.
Then you just called me a bitch.
No.
That's all right. Know my ass. You gonna get it.
First off, that's not illegal. I said I am not your bitch.
Bring his ass up here because you full of shit.
Ma'am.
You don't call me no bitch.
I didn't say that.
And ladies and gentlemen, I used to work at customer service in Best Buy when I was 18, right? And I experienced whenever I was doing customer service, you know, when people want to return something, and she comes around wanting to return something that's open box. I don't want to argue with her because I don't want to hear that voice. What you mean? Oh, wow, y'all trying to take my money? I'm like, oh, ma'am, you're trying to return something that's open and used. And no, well, the policy says, yeah, ma'am, it's been over 45 days and our policy is only 30 days. And you're trying to return something that's a 14-day policy. Oh, because I'm black. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then the manager comes, just give her the refund. And then I look stupid because I'm over here fighting with the lady. Then the manager comes, yeah, just give her the refund and give her a gift card. I'm like, what the? And this was back in 2002, 2003. This was back in the days. This was already happening. And also, I used to work at Popeyes, ladies and gentlemen. I was once a cashier. I said, nope, I want to go wash dishes. That's when I was 17 years old. I worked at Popeyes. I was like, nope, I want to work in the back washing dishes. I don't want to be in the front. I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to take no orders. No. I don't want to. I don't like. I don't want to. No, I don't want to talk to. I want to be in the back. Please put me in the back because I don't want to hear this.
You did.
Let me tell you what I said.
Mother,
I said,
you ain't gotta say shit.
I'll repeat myself, and I'm sorry I said the word.
Repeat your ass. Oh, you don't call me no bitch.
I
wish
didn't.
I could drop your ass right there.
Well, you can't, 'cause we're very fast. But let me explain.
You ain't fast enough, baby. I got some.
Want to do a 40? We can do a race. Want to do a little race?
Why don't you take your ass off?
Because I will, because I don't want you wasting police time. How about that?
No, why you gonna leave now?
'Cause you just
no,
said-
you the no.
Wait, do you want me to leave or you want me to stay? I'm confused.
What you do, but I know one thing: you won't get the fuck out of my face.
Ma'am.
I'm gonna fix your ass.
How's that?
Don't worry about it.
I would like for you to
Don't
fix your
worry
cart.
about- Oh, I can fix you.
How's that?
But don't get me tempted to do.
Don't be. I heard what you said. I know you're being sarcastic, but don't be.
Are you like the cart police?
I'm the cart narc. So what we do is we ask folks.
Look at this white knight.
Cart blocking the handicap
Let's hear
area.
what you do. Do you get paid for this? Like,
Look at this. Look at Tubbs over here. Look at Tubbs white knighting over here. Tubbs though.
do you make
No,
a living off of this?
This is society.
He talking about some damn basket.
Right, because you know these lines right here.
Yeah.
Look at Tubbs, man. Tubbs, mind your business. Take your wife home, Tubbs, or your mom, whatever.
I work at Bass Pro, and I've worked at many other places, and like we would tell you to leave. Honestly.
Look, I totally get that because she's being a pain in the butt. I understand, but at the same time, we're a public
I
servant.
would be a pain in the ass too because you're yelling at people about.
Have I yelled? Have I yelled once?
Okay,
Now,
sorry,
see what you're
not
doing.
yelling.
You're falling into her trap. She's yelling, so people think that I'm the problem.
So this fat piece of garbage over here. I used to work at Bass Pro Shop. Well, apparently you don't work there anymore, and you're probably living off disability with your moms.
It's her overreaction. This is how people. This is the trap that they use. This is the psychology. Well, unfortunately, some people it's sad and hilarious at the same time. Anyway, I'm not gonna let her. I'm not gonna let her. I'm gonna get out of this white guy's way. I'm not gonna let her waste police time. I'm gonna leave the premises. But again, don't fall for her tricks. Just because she's yelling doesn't mean I'm yelling.
No, you're not yelling. You're
Thank you.
talking very calmly,
And I'm
but
being
you're
polite
just like-
and to the point, and she's overreacting. So I'm gonna get out of here.
You just spend time.
Making the world a better place. Thank you. Cart Narcs out.
Damn, that guy ruined it, man. Tubbs ruined it. Stupid Tubbs. Man, this guy wasn't white knighting. What was that? He was Shaniqua knighting, man. Shaniqua Knight over here. He ruined it. Yeah, they were having a nice back and forth. She was getting to like the boiling point, and then Tubbs interrupted. It was kind of the ending was kind of. Hey, good morning, Jedi Bill. What is the outro song? You should do the remix version of it. Yeah, it has Irrational Times, man. That's that. Take over that one, Irrational. You could do a rendition. They always do a sample of it. Ladies and gentlemen, comment on the comment in the comment section. I'm gonna give a shout out. The only song I could play right now is the gay song, the Outpost song, and Sebastian Maniscalco is not his name. He's not an American stand-up comedian actor. Tamale Harris, born in 1973. Unless that's him. Is that him? Is that really him, born in 1973? Is that really the cart narc? He looks old here. Oh, he is a stand-up comedian. So he's from Chicago. Is he really the cart narc, Sebastian Maniscalco? I don't know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You got me, Tamale Harris. I'm looking at Sebastian Maniscalco over here, and I'm like, that's not the cart narc. I'm like, cart narc is not 48 years old, and Italian. That he doesn't have an Italian nose. Lazy Bones. See, he didn't even get to say Lazy Bones. That the one with the lady was funny. I like that one. See, there was this one with the black guy, right? This older black guy. He's like, "Oh, you got me, man." He came down, and Cardinal was like, "You know what? The fact that you were gonna take the cart, I'll take it for you." And that was pretty cool. That was very heartwarming, man. But the difference between the guys, right, and feminine men, right? Feminine men get their attitude. Like the other guy was the black dude. He was chill. He was like, you got me. He just laughed it off. Yeah, you're right. I did leave the car. And that was cool because it was men. And he's like, you know what? I got it for you. I don't know. I think that was I don't know if we played it here. Did we? I don't know if we. Damn, man. I was watching so many of them yesterday. I was trying to find good ones. But then I want to watch it and, I want to get the live reaction. So if I'm going to watch Cart Narcs, it's going to be on the show because I want to get the live reaction. It's not the same if you watch it and then you watch it again, so. But the ones that I watched yesterday weren't funny. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you guys some shout outs. All right, I get ready. I'm going to go see Spiderman. I forgot to put on the mask. All right, you know what? I'm going to go get the mask. The mask is right here. I'm going to go leave a comment. I'm going to give you a shout out with the mask on, all right? Give me a second. Just leave a comment. Leave a comment. Leave a comment. I'll be right back.
I'm vexed. I'm waxed.
El agua cara que llueve del cielo.
Cabrón.
Te quiero porque quiero que me quieras, porque como tú no hay nadie más bonito de brillar
Chinga, qué Tranquilo, güey. Tranquilo, güey, tranquilo.
I'm vexed. I'm waxed. And I'm back in action.
All right, let's do it. I look crooked. All right, hold on. What the hell's wrong with this? All right, hold on. All right, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, where's that music? Where's that music? I don't know how Spider-Man does this, man. I don't know how he be fighting people with this mask on, man, because I can't see nothing. All right, shout outs, ladies and gentlemen. Shout outs, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta find another copyright song, but I want a homosexual song like this. I need to find another copyright-free homosexual song like this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Go check. Shout outs to Roots Cahoon. Damn, I can't see anything. Hold on. My hair is like in my eye. So you gotta give me a second, folks. I can't. I don't know how Spider-Man does this, man. And now these homosexuals are loud in my ear. Let me lower these homosexuals. All right. Shout out to Josephine Lopez. Shout out to Lou and Petty. Shout out to One Hamin. Shout out to K Kazoo. Shout out to 12 Pack. Shout out to El Hobo Chili Recipe. Oh, Spider-Man. I said El Hobo Chili Recipe. Shout out to Roots Calhoun. Shout out to K Kazoo. Shout out to Hobo Chili Recipe. Shout out to Super Spurg. Shout out to Andrew Audio. Shout out to Nikki Fruit Loops. Shout out to Nikki Johnson. Shout out to Nikki Johnson Fruit Loops. Shout out to Nikki Fruit Loops Johnson. Shout out to Roots Calhoun. Shout out to Professor Gross. Shout out to LDG of Geeks and Joy. Shout out to Rocket Man Rocky Matrix. Shout out to Super Spurg. Shout out to Thirsty Drunk. Shout out to Tamale Harris. Shout out to B Smiley III. Shout out to Andrew Audio. Shout out to Irrational Times. Check out Irrational Times. Shout out to Roots Cajon. Shout out to Malevolent Bystander. Shout out to Jedi Bill 797. Shout out to Josephine Lopez. Shout out to Rocket Man Rocky Matrix. Shout out to Roots Cajon. Shout out to Andrew Audio. Who else is in the chat? Shout out to Culturally 2.0 Politics. Did I get everybody? No. Shout out to Blues Doll. Shout out to Mysterious. Shout out to Tamale Harris. Shout out to, let me see any new chats. Any new chats? Shout out to Lou and Petty. Who else is in the chat? All right. Damn, 3 minutes. That's a nice outro. I gotta go find another homosexual song like this. I need a copyright free. All right, I got everybody. Did I get everybody? Shout out to Mysterious. I feel like I'm missing. Shout out to Swally. Who else? Shout out to Julio Esparza III. Shout out to Andrew Audio. I got shout out to the lovely assistant. Shout out to Irrational Times. Go check out Dayway. Go check out JJ Stoner. Go check out Revenge Assist. I'll leave you guys with the Spider-Man kiss. Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. I don't know how this Spider-Man guy does it, man. Because look at my hair, man. It ruined my hair. It ruined my hair. Take care, everybody. Have a good weekend. I'll probably do a review on Spider-Man later. Damn, these sky highs are kicking in. Laters, ladies and gentlemen.